On this episode of The Spirit Stories, we are investigating an antique store, Needful Things, located in Murray, Utah. The owners have been experiencing several different types of paranormal activity, including a foul smell. We hope to help them find answers as to why these things may be occurring. Before each investigation, I do a walkthrough to get a read on where I feel we will get the most paranormal activity during the investigation. When I was a very young child, I realized I could feel, hear, and see things that others could not. Paranormal phenomena is occurring all around us as spirits are interacting with us in our human realm. My name is Kalena'alo Adams, and I am an intuitive medium. My quest is to bring an understanding for myself and for others as to what it is that spirits are trying to communicate to us. Join me as I interact with spirit and gather information so that I can share with you the spirit stories. I want to go in the front and try and see what there is, a reason that there's like a smell when you come in here. It's like you walk through a wall of smell or something. And so we have a Ouija board right here. I have no idea if that has anything to do with the feeling that people are getting sick right here. So we'll really have to pay close attention right here and see if we get any voices or any activity when we're doing our investigation. This used to be an old bowling alley. So I am wondering if the floors have absorbed any of the energies. Back in the 50s, this was a bowling alley. I get this ache in my arm, and it's some spirit does knock. Energy or something knocks things off of these shelves. After my walkthrough, I interviewed Vicki, one of the store owners, and she confirmed that items are often knocked off of those particular shelves.
One of the things that happened when we were here is I usually display all of my clocks on this shelf, and we had a clock come from the back of the shelf and fell down to the floor and crashed.
Oh my goodness.
And that happened right in front of us. And then one morning we got here, I had some Halloween stuff displayed on the shelf, and I had some little block letters that spelled out Happy Halloween.
Right.
And when I got here in the morning, the Happy was still on the shelf, but all of the Halloween ones were on the floor.
Wow. So this is where everything comes in to the antique store. I can feel it. When the stuff comes in, it comes in here. I don't know if they bring it in the garage or whatever, but everything comes here first. There's a lot of different energy and interesting feelings. This used to be a church. They said there was a stage in here where there was a church, and so I don't know. This is where they're getting the smells. They're in here is where they're getting smells like dead animals smell rotting or something. Yeah, it's over here. The owners have crawled underneath. They've looked everywhere and they can't figure out where these smells are coming from. So I'm not sure what they did in this church. We should find out.
So we were getting real bad smells in the kitchen area.
Okay.
So she had me go underneath the building to see, what if something died under there or what.
Right.
So I crawled under there, belly rolled all the way up to it. Nothing was under there, but I went to the far side of the building, and there was a big pile of bones. I don't know, about 3 foot round. There was some kind
pile of bones.
Yeah, like a rib bones, leg bones, stuff like that.
Small, like animal.
Yeah, an animal.
Wow. Did you ever get any of them analyzed?
No, we didn't.
You just left them?
Yeah, just left them there. I found some cat skulls that we got,
Okay.
but
Animals?
yeah, animals. And then I found this kind of a funnel with spikes sticking in it that funneled down into a hole to where it would drain out whatever they were sticking in it. I tried to get it out, but I couldn't get it out.
So how big is this funnel?
It's probably about 2 foot round and about 1 foot high.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get the feeling that they were killing animals on this funnel?
I don't know, I wasn't sure what it was. It was just kind of weird. That's why I tried to get it out and I couldn't.
So what was the feeling underneath there? Did you have a weird feeling? Was it like a scary, or you were fine?
Yeah, I wasn't really scared or anything. It was I just wanted to get back out of there.
Yeah, that would be claustrophobic a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So, did you smell anything underneath there? Was the smell coming from under there?
No, it wasn't coming. It was just kind of a mildewy, dusty smell and nothing what we're getting up here.
And our guest co-host tonight is John Moyer.
Yes.
Local celebrity.
Well,
Why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
I am I'm a comedian and I'm a hypnotist. I'm a stage hypnotist. So experiencing things with the mind is always something that's fascinating to me. And obviously, I think especially antiques are something very interesting because there's a connection there with the past.
Well, we have done a ghost investigation before at
We
Fort
have.
Douglas, and I wanted to invite you on this investigation with us because you bring a good mix of skepticism, but a little bit of a believer.
And I hope I can bring out some of the humor in some of the ghosts that we
Yes.
experienced tonight. I'd like to
Yes.
think that they have a sense of humor.
I
So
think they do.
We'll see how that goes.
Oh, they do.
And if I can mesmerize some of them or hypnotize some of them, we'll see if that transcends the physical world too, as well.
So, let's go. So we're going to go in and investigate. We've just locked the doors, turned off all the lights, and we're starting in the very front room. I would like to go over to the corner. John, we're going to go over here. This is where they have a lot of activity on the shelf. A lot of things.
This particular shelf here,
This shelving unit keeps pushing everything off of it. They had it in another location 2 stores down, never had a problem with it. As soon as they moved it over here, everywhere that the shelf has been in this room, stuff has just fallen, levitated, and dropped onto the floor. Even the very bottom, they had a great big glass bowl lift up high enough to drop and shatter. And it was on the bottom.
and stuff is relative to this particular shelf.
This shelf. Things keep falling off of this shelf. Yeah. This, I did a walkthrough earlier and really got a headache, neck ache, and sick to my stomach. So I don't know if it's in relation to the shelf. I did notice that up here they have a Ouija board hanging that I didn't notice before until I turned around and looked up, feeling that something was coming from above me. So I don't know if something's associated with that Ouija board, but we'll find out. Ouija boards have been used to communicate with unseen spirits, usually by novices that are unaware of the channels that they are opening. It's not a parlor game, and I would advise those who are untrained in the field of the paranormal against experimenting with Ouija, as there are many dangers involved. Occasionally you'll get a smell over there that it smells like something is rotting, so I would like to see if we can catch anything in here. See if we know what they did in that. This used to be a church. This was the stage for a church here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I know there is spirit energy in here because I feel you're in here. I have this flashlight and I'm going to turn it off. You just come and touch this top and turn it on to communicate with us. I barely got up. I'm going to set it on the floor. I just barely get it off. Okay. If anyone is here with us tonight, will you please turn on this flashlight? Thank you. Can you turn it on and leave it completely on? Just turn it all the way on. Thank you. Can you turn it off? Go ahead and turn it off for me. Wow, you got it all the way on. You don't like directions, right? Thank you for turning off the flashlight. Are you a spirit of someone who lived on this earth and has passed over? If you are, please turn on my flashlight. Are you non-human? A non-human spirit? Please turn on my flashlight. A non-human spirit. Oh boy, flashing. Thank you. Are you creating the smell that is in this room? Thank you. Okay. So you are making the smell. Is that when you're here? Turn off the flashlight if when you're here we get the smell. Is that how your presence is felt? I have a recorder here as well that you can speak into if you would like to communicate to the recorder. John, is there something you want to ask?
Is there one person here that you are more drawn to communicate with? If so, you can turn off the flashlight.
Thank you. Is it a woman you want to speak with? If it is a woman, you can speak into this obulus, or please turn on the flashlight. It's a woman. Thank you. Oh, we have another flashlight that just came on. Okay. So there's two of us here. Would you like to speak with me? If you would like to speak with me, turn on the other flashlight so both flashlights are on. No? Would you like all the men to leave and the women to stay in this room? Please turn on the flashlight. Would you like to continue talking with John?
I'm here and I'm open to communicating with you. So if you would like to communicate with me or say something to me, we can communicate. Turn off the flashlight. Okay. Do you feel some type of a animosity or a negative energy relative to your existence in this space? If so, turn on the flashlight so we can understand your message. If you feel comfortable with the people that engage in the space here, if you feel comfortable with them and don't have any issues with them, if you're somebody that's friendly to them. Okay. I'll take that as a yes.
It's fully on.
Do you feel that perhaps you serve in a capacity as someone who looks, or something, an energy, an entity that looks out for these individuals? If these individuals are a burden to you,
Must be. I'll take that as a yes.
I'll take that as a yes.
Do you knock the glass off of the shelves? Do you push the clocks off of the shelves? If you do, please turn on the flashlight. Did something just tick behind you? Is someone over there? Did you hear that?
I heard
Thought
that.
Was that you, Morgan?
I didn't move,
No? Okay. What's that creaking over there? Shiloh?
Upstairs.
It's upstairs?
Just
I
sounds
don't
like-
like the upstairs.
What noise?
Like,
Did someone talk?
yeah,
Did someone talk?
yeah,
Did someone talk?
yeah.
Back here.
It was a woman.
No. I felt something back there, so I was taking it back.
They just turned on both lights.
Would you like us to go to a different room?
Yes. Did you see that? Something just walked across back there in that light. The light from the flashlight. It's all of us. Oh, gosh. Felt like I walked through a wall, right? Something right here. And I'm freezing. Is someone here with us right now?
It's cold right here.
I can feel you standing right here. Is this a woman? My heart is racing. It said race with me. Do you just live in this building? Go.
Right at that moment, we caught an orb. Orbs are said to be visible evidence of spirits manifesting in the best way they can.
Wow, this room, again, has a lot of energy going on in here. John's feeling it too. I do want to point out that directly under our feet is where they found the pile of bones. So underneath us is a pile of bones. So let's see if we can communicate with some of that spirit energy in here. I'm gonna set the flashlights around again. Can you, if some spirit is in here, can you turn off the flashlight? Let's start with turning it off instead of turning it on. Use all the energy in this room because there is so much energy, and turn off this flashlight for me, please.
Just turn off the flashlight, please.
Thank you. I felt the shudder go right through me right before it did that. Did you just walk through me? If you did, please turn on the flashlight. I felt you.
We didn't get any responses to our questions or have any type of activity for about 15 minutes. And then suddenly, several various paranormal events occurred simultaneously, including another orb that seemed to come in through the garage door over our cameraman's head, and it headed into the room where we heard a loud bang.
Can you knock? Can you mimic this sound? Well, thank you for turning on the flashlight, but can you knock? Whoa, that was, what was that over there? There's something in the corner.
There's a ladder going up the wall in that corner.
Well, we heard that bang.
In that corner.
Well, we heard that bang.
In that corner.
Well, we heard that bang.
A ladder is going up the wall in the corner?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean the ladder's going up the wall?
Go look and show her.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna go up there.
Spirit
Oh,
box?
I just never have liked this upstairs. But, oh goodness. I don't like it up here. Is something up here? Is someone up here? If someone is up here, knock. Make a sound like this. I just heard it. Did you hear it?
I heard something faint.
There was 2 bangs. Okay, thank you.
Do you want the box up there?
Oh,
Recorder here.
I'm gonna take the recorder up here.
You want the whatever that is? Yeah.
Wow.
Do you want this up there? Yeah, let me climb up there. You hold this until this dies.
Is there something up here that wants to communicate with us? Yes? I can hear you talking. Did you hear that lady?
Somebody screamed, yeah.
Oh, and then whispered. Person. Can you turn off my flashlight? Hit? Ugh. I really don't like it up here. Is there something you would like to say? Communicate with me. Me?
Right at this moment, I was pushed back.
Whoa. I'm filming over in the corner and I'm hoping I'm catching the movement. We have Mark and Lee up here. I'm filming in the corner. Lee? Are you up here? I see movement. Yes? Okay. I have you on camera. No? Is there something you would like to say? Yes? Push. Get out. Push is what I heard. If we don't leave, are you going to push me off this ladder? Off. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get down. I don't like it. Here.
As a psychic medium, I feel that keeping a safe space for myself and the crew is very important throughout each investigation. So I keep my internal gauge open and tuned into the level of energy and emotion that is surrounding us at all times. Sometimes I feel it's necessary to halt filming and to de-escalate. At this point of our investigation, I decided it was time to take a break, so I asked everyone to go to the control center for about 15 minutes. It seemed that all of the paranormal and spirit energies were escalating to a point where each of us were becoming very agitated and angry. One of our crew members, Morgan, wandered off alone and experienced a strange trance state. When we tried to shake him out of it, he wandered back to the control center where he slowly eased back into feeling himself again. Our sound man, Doug, was concerned about anyone going in the crawl space below the building. And so I went and questioned this energy we had been communicating with, and I was told that if anyone went under the building, they would be harmed.
We have just finished the investigation, and we had some really interesting stuff to finish it off. I would like our expert hypnotist.
Yeah, there was no mortal hypnosis going on, but you guys had some experiences that could be kind of related to kind of a hypnotic trance or that type of experience. So Morgan, first of all, tell us what happened with you.
I remember finishing up the filming in the garage, and then went into the back room where our base is set up and walked out of there, and then I don't remember anything after that. And the next thing I know, I ran into her back and just felt like I had to run to base, like something was chasing me into base.
So you had a period of time there. How long was that, you think?
I don't know.
You don't know. So you have no idea what happened in that experience. Has that ever happened to you before? Never on a hunt or an investigation or anything? So this was the first time. Well, now this brings up another question, maybe not necessarily from a hypnotic perspective. Well, what about a possession?
Wow.
Something that said, you know what, I'm going to just jump inside of you and I'm going to start to, take over.
That's a very high possibility.